Good Friday morning, everyone. I'm First Alert meteorologist Leah Murphy. Air quality today is going to be significantly better than the last couple of days as that wildfire smoke continues to exit our area. And today we're going to be left with mainly cloudy skies as we head through the afternoon, and we do run the risk for a few spot showers. Heading into the afternoon, those showers become a little bit more widespread, and we do also run the risk for a thunderstorm, a strong to isolated thunderstorm where we could be looking at frequent lightning and gusty winds. And that's going to look like it's going to happen during the afternoon hours. Temperatures today are also going to be running a bit on the cooler side, only getting into the middle and upper 60s. Heading into the overnight, we'll see skies clear up, but we'll be left with some patchy fog in the valley, especially with temperatures falling down through the 40s or 50s, I should say. And then as we head into the weekend, we are going to run the risk for a shower in the overnight on Saturday. Dry for Sunday with temperatures near 80, and then we are going to turn more unsettled as we head into next week, where we do run the risk for a soaking rain Monday night and into Tuesday. Let's check in with today's top headlines with David. Good morning, David.
Morning, Liam. I'm David Horwitz. Here's your latest update from Western Mass News. Former President Donald Trump has been indicted on 7 counts in connection with the handling of classified documents. No word yet on the details of those 7 charges. The former president posted on his Truth Social platform that the Biden administration informed his attorneys. He says he's been summoned to appear at the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday afternoon. The Justice Department says that they are moving additional resources to Miami ahead of that expected court appearance. The Westfield Police Department's asking for your help identifying this female. Police say she was involved in an attempted house break-in last week on South Maple Street. Anyone with any information is being asked to contact the Westfield Police. And a 19-year-old from Springfield is now facing several gun charges after officers found that he was in possession of a ghost gun. Members of the Springfield Police Firearms Investigation Unit have been investigating 19-year-old Jaheim Sutherland for the illegal possession of that gun. Detectives say they're going to continue this investigation.